This is episode 2100 of the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley, and how are you doing today? I honor you for giving yourself this time to slow down and connect to the best part of who you are. That's the part of yourself that may seem buried amongst all the overwhelm and uncertainty and the stress going on in the world today. Here you are doing one of the best things you could possibly do for yourself, and that is to slow down, giving yourself some inner stillness. We are on day 4 of our series we're exploring this week, and that is the theme of loving kindness. We are exploring the first yama from the Yoga Sutras by the ancient sage Patanjali, who is reported to have written these Yoga Sutras. And this has to do with ahimsa, non-violence. It's in regard to not having violent thoughts, words, or actions. So even the thoughts you think are considered to cause violence according to the yamas. So think about that. Think about what thoughts you've been running through your mind recently. Think about the thought that seems most prevalent these days. Is it negative? If so, how could you open yourself up more to loving kindness and compassion? You've had a challenge this week. Your challenge has been to send out loving kindness in 3 ways. And this is what I want you to do today as I guide you through a visualization of this. Sending out loving kindness to yourself, and send it out to others, and send it out to the world. One thing you'll notice as you are here on day 4 of our loving kindness series is that as you do this repetitively, consistently, day in and day out, maybe even several times throughout your day, you may notice that when you think about sending loving kindness to yourself, doing something good for yourself, you automatically begin to think, okay, well, let me also send a good thought to someone else. I saw this person and they didn't look so happy, so let me send them a good, kind thought. Or you'll be listening to the news and you'll think, I'm going to send my loving kindness to this aspect of what's going on in the world right now. So you begin to weave a thread, connecting yourself to others and to the world. So you start to feel more a part of humanity instead of attached to your ego, where it's just you and this other person is separate. You start to see unity, and that's what the world is crying out for these days. That's what's needed, and so that's what we're seeing. So that's what I encourage you to be doing this week. So you can find the full guided meditations on the Sip and Om meditation app. This is for a half-hour guided meditation experience. So it's more in depth than what I share here with you on the podcast. You can try this app for 2 weeks, free access to the full app. You get a loving kindness guide and journal for this week's series. You also can find the techniques. If you're not sure about a technique, every day on Instagram or Facebook, I share that day's technique. So you can find it there every single morning. So now I invite you to settle yourself down and begin to calm your mind and your body. Notice where you're holding tension right now. And I also invite you to consider your abdominal area. This is your third chakra. This is where we often harbor our tension, our stress. So when you feel a negative thought, sometimes you feel it first in your gut, that gut instinct. This area is often referred to more and more as your second brain. So when you feel tension, you often feel it in how you digest your food and where you carry this tension in your abdominal area. You might lose your appetite, or you might feel yourself need to eat more to feel a certain need. So notice your tension and where you hold it in your body. And now, as you close your eyes, you could imagine a soft glowing flame there. That's the element of your third chakra. It is fire, your inner fire, your zest for life, where you assimilate the food you take in and where we often process the emotions, especially difficult emotions. Now, as you take a nice deep inhale through your nose, feel as though you're infusing that inner flame. It's burning upward as you share loving kindness with yourself. Think of one loving thought and give that to yourself right now. As you get ready to exhale, release tension, softening your abdominal area, feeling that flame glowing softly, lighting you up. Feel its warmth. Now visualize someone else who could use a little more support. Someone you know, or maybe someone you don't even know. And visualize that flame burning within you, right at your abdominal area, lighting you up, warming you, your fire, your zest for life, your loving kindness. As you inhale, fan the flames of that fire and send out loving kindness to someone else. As you exhale, release tension and anger, letting it go. Now, finally, visualize some location in the world or some event or situation in the world that is in need of loving kindness, and feel that flame within you lighting you up, sending out your light. Send it out to the world as you send out your loving kindness. As you exhale, release your breath, release your anger, release your frustration. Let it go. And then continue sitting in stillness, sending out your loving kindness. You are so worth slowing down for.